Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Nerds Drink Whiskey. We decided to go cheap this week and only go for a $250 bottle of Redbreast. This is their 21 year. It's was it 90 proof?
92.
92 proof. Okay, and so it's this is our third episode of our Redbreast deep dive. If you are new to Redbreast, I highly recommend you start at the beginning. Start with the 12 year and work your way up, and then get to 15 and maybe, hopefully if you can afford it, get to 21. And just follow along with the episodes that we've done and try Redbreast in the order that we're doing these episodes. Ask any Star Wars fan, and you will find out that there's some heated conversations of which order, to watch your Star Wars movies and which order to drink your Redbreast. But my opinion is you should start at the beginning of this series.
Is that you saying you should start with the prequels?
Oh no.
You said start at the beginning.
No, you should start with you should start with the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Oh God. Okay.
Well, I guess you could say you can
you
only go up from there.
I think you just lost quite a few nerd points for that one, man. Even that one's bad by nerd standards, and we all know it.
So, anyways, this is Redbreast 21. Let's start with the nose. What do we notice? Definitely a strong spice.
Yeah.
It's definitely got a nice prominent. It's prominent, but not overpowering. Not too strong. But you definitely notice it.
There's definitely a little bit of spices in here. It's not bad though. It's definitely not overbearing. It's got a nice little aroma to it.
Yeah, it's very subtle, very.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's the change in. You notice we're using different glasses
for the $250 bottle. We went for the Glandon glasses.
Yeah. But I do notice the you get more alcohol on the nose with these.
Yeah.
So it you get more of the flavor, but you also get more of the nostril killer stuff.
Right.
So.
Yeah. And we know our friend Tracy always says to not smell directly like this, but I found that maybe my nose is just more burnt out than his is, but I just don't. Doing it his method, I never notice. I would never notice any tasting, any smelling notes at all.
Yeah, you would just get alcohol. Yeah.
Yeah, it's if you do it.
Nothing.
With the Glandon like that, to me, that's how I smell this the notes on the nose. So it's I think each person is different. Every human being is different. So the way that you're going to recognize those smelling notes is going to be different than somebody else. So figure out what your method is. And definitely all I'm getting is spice here, not any fruit on the nose.
Maybe plum. I'm getting some
You're getting plum. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything other than the spice. But yeah.
Yeah.
So are we ready to play Dark Helmet?
Sure.
All right.
We shall.
Dark Helmet, do your thing.
Ludicrous speed.
So, Gabe, what do you think?
This, is really good. I really like this. Plus, the taste right off the bat is just, it's remarkable to me, like how smooth this is to me as far as an Irish whiskey. On the initial taste, it doesn't really bite at all. It's a lot more smooth to me than like the 15 or the 12. The mouthfeel is actually quite pleasant. It doesn't burn the cheeks or anything like that. It doesn't numb the tongue too much. Now the finish on on this that I really like is that it does last a little longer. This goes on for quite a little bit for me, and I find it very, very pleasant. This is a really good whiskey, especially for a 21 year. I don't think I've had much better in Irish whiskey other than this. This is good.
Yeah, I would say actually kind of hard to describe this one. It's like, because it's really smooth and kind of clean, but gives you that nice kind of punch at the end, lots of flavors. But
to me, it seemed like the finish had even more of an attack somehow.
Right.
It was a stronger attack than the 15. And it's like with the 15, I noticed, apple coming out. I don't notice any apple.
If the apple in the brew.
I think I might notice just a slight bit of pear, but again, just with the nose, a lot of spice.
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely the spice really comes out with this, and it buries the apple. Now the 15 and the 21 were the same proof, right? They were both 92.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but it tasted. This actually tasted like it was a higher proof than the 15. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd say this one. Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, it feels a little higher.
Yeah, it feels a little higher. So, which is weird because this was aged longer. You'd think it would actually be toned down on that, but it definitely is not. So, I don't know. I'm wondering. I'm actually kind of getting a little fearful. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, in the blind taste test, I don't know if I'm going to be able to tell the difference between the 15 and the 21. It's they're very similar. So, which tells me maybe don't rush out to get the 21. Maybe try.
Yeah,
That's why you should
I
try the
think
15 first.
I think the 15's better value for money.
Yeah.
I think it's real close. They're real close in terms of quality, and one is much cheaper than the other.
Yeah.
I personally prefer the as you say, the attack of the 21 a little more, because that finish actually lasts out a little longer than with the 15 or the 12. But still, I'd honestly say as far as flavor goes, I'd probably agree with you. The 21, unless you really want to spend that kind of money, the 15 would be just fine, I would think.
Yep. All right. Any final words before we close this episode out? All right. So everybody, this is our third episode of the big long Redbreast deep dive series, and I think next week, I think we're going to do the Redbreast Listau. So keep watching and see you next week for another episode of Nerds Drink Whiskey.